Yo, seekers of wisdom and truth, welcome to Stories of the Cosmos, where enlightenment awaits in the vast expansion of the universe. Join me as we explore stories that enlighten the mind, spark the soul, and guide us to greater understanding. Get ready to embark on a transformative journey of knowledge and awakening.
One foggy night, Angie decided to venture into her backyard, which bordered a dense, mysterious forest. As she stepped into the woods, she soon realized the usual threats of the forest were not the issue this time. Instead, a sorrowful spirit, the ghost of an old man named Harold, roamed the trees. Harold, plagued by his own sadness, tried to frighten Angie's, hoping to share his misery with her, but Angie's was no ordinary old lady. With a twinkle in her eye and a sharp tongue, she countered every attempt to scare her with witty retorts and humor. Boo! Harold exclaimed, attempting a spooky appearance, but Angie simply chuckled. Oh dear, you look more like a sad bedsheet than a scary ghost. Undeterred, Harold persisted, conjuring eerie sounds and shadows. I am the ghost of Harold, prepare to be terrified, he moaned dramatically. Angie's quipped, my dear Harold, you sound like a cat with a sore throat. Perhaps a cup of ghostly tea would do you good. Frustrated, but also amused by Angie's wit, Harold continued his attempts, but each time, Angie's humor left him more bewildered than before, until, as fate would have it, Angie stumbled upon an ancient, dusty lamp buried amidst the leaves. Intrigued, she gave it a vigorous rub, and to everyone's surprise, a genie popped out, rubbing his eyes in disbelief. Did you just summon me with laughter? Angie's, still giggling, replied, seems like it. I think I found your funny bone. The genie chuckled and said, for releasing me from the lamp with such joy, I shall grant you a wish. Without missing a beat, Angie said, how about setting Harold free from his sorrow? Harold, taken aback by her kindness, looked at Angie's with gratitude in his spectral eyes. The genie snapped his fingers and Harold transformed into a glowing, joyful spirit, finally free from his torment. Thank you, Harold said, his voice filled with genuine warmth. I've been stuck in sorrow for far too long. Angie smiled and said, well, Harold, welcome to the lighter side of afterlife. Perhaps we can start a comedy club for lost spirits. Angie's continued to scroll through the forest, her newfound ghostly friends by her side. The atmosphere lightened as Harold's spectrum form seemed to glow brighter with each passing moment, shedding the heaviness of his sorrow. The genie too felt a sense of liberation as the weight of his lamp was lifting, and he soon could return to his slumber. As the trio reached the edge of the woods, Angie's turned to Harold, who now wore a joyful expression. You're free, Harold. Embrace this newfound lightness and find peace. Harold nodded, his gratitude overflowing. Thank you, Angie's. You've given me a chance to move on from my sadness. With a warm smile, Angie's bid him farewell. The genie, ready to return to his lamp, said, it's been a pleasure, Angie's. If you ever need laughter, you know where to find me. Angie's chuckled. I'll keep that in mind, Genie. Sweet dreams. With a nod and a wink, the genie disappeared back into the lamp and vanished. Angie's turned and started walking back towards her backyard. As she stepped out of the forest, she found herself back in her yard, the misty night clearing into a beautiful morning. Angie chuckled to herself, thinking about the peculiar adventure she had just experienced. She realized that even in the face of sorrow and fear, a little humor and kindness could dispel the darkest clouds. She resolved to keep spreading laughter wherever she went, knowing that sometimes a witty remark and a warm heart could be the greatest magic of all. And so, Angie's continued her days, bringing joy and laughter to all she encountered, cherishing the memory of that foggy night when she turned fright into laughter and sorrow into joy. Comments below for part 2. Keep exploring the cosmos with me. Subscribe, like, and stay curious. See you in the next Cosmic Tale. Until then, reach for the stars.